Francisco 49ers.
With Mount Rainier in the distance, there are few cities finer on a clear afternoon than this one, and we have a picture-perfect day for football at Lumen Field in Seattle. Nothing. They get ready here. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories.
And the offense last week, they had things humming. If you're a defensive player, you may get overshadowed a little bit, but you're really buoyed by what your offense is doing.
On the other side of the field for the visiting 49ers, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
And I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
Seattle's first go on offense forthcoming, and under center, of course, Russell Wilson.
Gave the commencement address at the University of Wisconsin a couple of years ago. One of the most popular players ever to pull on the uniform there. At the beginning of his career, he was a so-called game manager. Take care of the football, rely on the defense. Now, in this stage of his career, the offense runs through him, and it runs very well.
He's north of 100 yards, the 2 scores, and, you know, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 11 yards there, first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
First down. First and 10 at the
They'll run on first down. Carson. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
At the 50-yard line.
This is Carson. And he gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
The tackle made.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it's Carson. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. These two rivals played 2 of the better games in the NFL a season ago. You remember Week 17, it was Dre Greenlaw stopping Jacob Hollister at the 1 to preserve a 26-21 49er win. And that wound up both winning them the NFC West and earning them the number 1 seed. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Yard line.
57 Mike. Touchdown, defense. Watch out.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. A pass underneath for Carson. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
And 4.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, it should open up his running game, too.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
On 2nd down, it's Davis. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal.
2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and goal.
From the shotgun, Wilson. 4th down now as San Fran's defense was strong in coverage. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. Leading him out, their quarterback from the University of Nevada, it's Colin Kaepernick.
A lot of defensive coordinators are up late the night before they take on Colin Kaepernick because they know he's not an easy man to scheme against. He can beat you with the big arm, taking shots downfield, also beat you with his legs, either off of design runs or in the passing game by improvising and taking off.
Number 30.
Simply not much more you can ask out of your running back. Over 100 yards and the 3 touchdowns.
And for an old coot like me, I loved it because he did it on the ground. A running back taking control of the game. That's what I like to see.
Hold on. An old coot?
Coot, C-O-O-T.
All right, I'll look that up later.
Raheem
Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37.
on the tackle. It's a gain of 4.
They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
The ball carrier.
They're able to convert with a gain of 4. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And no room that time, getting it to about the 46.
He was tackled.
They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. And he fires one that's intercepted. Jordan Brooks with it. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
The 4th down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Javon Kinlaw, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5.
That's the end of the first quarter.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
There's nothing.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Brought down by Jimmy.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 3rd down, Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They run for it with Carson. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a 1st down. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. They run it with Carson. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And the 49ers are going to get the football back.
Brendan, let's file this play away for later. Let's note this play because, to me, it's not out of the question that the decision to pass up the 3 there could come back to haunt them later on.
They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
By Jordan Brooks. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a 1st down. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
On play action, it's Kaepernick. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
He was covered by Jamal Adams.
On play action, it's Kaepernick. Again looking for Samuel, this time the catch made. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 38-yard line. And he'll take this one down to the 36. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
36-yard line.
From the gun, a run with Mostert. And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks' 30.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Jordan Brooks with it. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at the 40. He'll drop to throw. That's to the tight end, Colby Parkinson. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Brings up 2nd.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. And he'll let this go deep for Bourne. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he'll actually lose 6 yards on the return, but I don't think they care. They've got the football back. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Operating from the gun, Wilson. Open man is Higgins. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Throwing again here, Wilson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Again, Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
On 2nd down now. It's Carson, and tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4 down territory, even if they don't get it, though. So we've hit halftime. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the 1st half. 3-0 our score as the 2nd half gets underway. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
1st and 10. At their own.
Now Colin Kaepernick and the offense heading back out onto the field. And that 1st half was nothing short of a disaster. 0 points on the scoreboard and a big 3 in the INT column.
So they've got to get him going, obviously, right? So you've got to get him in rhythm. And we always think of short passes. I think of jet sweeps where they just kind of toss the ball forward. You know, that counts as a forward pass. And then you can say to him, look at that. You can do 3, 4, 5 in a row. Now you've got to get your confidence going.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook. Go play action. Toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving. Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync. and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. Throwing on 1st down is Kaepernick. A screen to Bell. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It'll go as a 1st down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Now a 1st down carried by Bell. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left them no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Kaepernick.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Mostert. And he picks up the 1st as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, San Francisco.
Now they'll throw with Kaepernick. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
Touchdown.
Deebo Samuel, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown.
Cairo Santos set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the 3rd. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that 1st touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
Bart, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
And this will be a Seahawks 1st down as he's able to get this up past the 40. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
From the gun, Wilson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here's Carson. The tackle by Eric Armstead. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
7-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Wilson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there.
Right there. 54, right there.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
54.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. 4th down now as San Fran's defense was strong in coverage.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Offense.
So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. That catch good for only a couple.
2nd down at the 18-yard line. That's
back now in Seattle, Washington. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. Play action. Now Kaepernick. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack.
Loss of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Kaepernick now on 3rd and goal. And Kittle catching the slant. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th.
But it brings up 4th down.
The Niners will go for it. It's Kaepernick. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. Here's Mostert. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's another 10 yards on that one, and another 1st down.
It's a gain of 10. 1st down, San Francisco.
Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
49er.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
That'll go as a loss of 5. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here, 3rd and 14. Here's Kaepernick. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th, now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Kaepernick. That's caught by his running back, Raheem Mostert.
Kaepernick's pass.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 15 for the Niners there and a first down. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Into the red zone now. Kaepernick. That's complete to his receiver, Ayuk. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. 2nd and 5 from the 8. From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Seahawks have recovered.
Le'Veon Bell.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover.
Circle around twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
So they recover their own fumble. Now they face 3rd and short. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And across the goal line, into the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. Le'Veon Bell, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach. You called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
All right, now what can the Niners do as they face a big 2-point conversion here? It's a run with Mostert. They'll try and run it here. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
15.
So they try to make it a 2-score game with a conversion. It pays off.
And they've looked at the situation, figured it out well. A 2-score game in this situation, they've got to feel much better about where they are.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he gets it to the 30-yard line, but the football's not going to stay there. There's a penalty marker down.
Receiving team.
So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
57. Mike, 57. Here we go.
Now Wilson on first down. A pass underneath for Carson. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first. Down. Remember back to the first half when they went for it on 4th, didn't get it, and you said file that play away for later? I think this is the time to bring that up.
Yeah, we did say circle it, and let's see how it would play out, because if they'd kicked the 3 there, if they kicked that field goal, this would be a 1-score game now.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again. Play out. Bam. Pick it up.
Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. Wilson, a gain of 6 there on first. Wilson trying to urge his guys to go faster and get set at the line. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that one falls incomplete. A 50-50 ball. A little dangerous. Could have been picked. Now it's 3rd down.
Incomplete. A.J. Boye on the coverage.
57. Mike, 57. Here we go, D. All day. Defense, all day.
Wilson to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. He'll find Metcalf. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. Ball at the 6 here as they work with a 2nd and 2.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense.
So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
And almost intercepted. Would have been a huge pick in the end zone, but as it stands, that brings up 4th. And his kick is indeed good. And that'll move him back within 6 now.
Niners 15.
So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
Now Colin Kaepernick and the offense heading back out onto the field. And after the slow start, the numbers show he has really straightened things out. How often sometimes is that you come into a game and the defense is game planned a little differently than you expected?
More often than maybe people realize, so adjustments are often a big part of each and every game, and it's not just getting to halftime. It's series to series to make it work. And being able to hang in there when there's no adversity early and see them able to flip it around, it's kind of gratifying for a team to watch, especially for a coach.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Kaepernick looking to throw. Samuel bringing in the slant. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Now Mostert. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Open man is Samuel, complete.
Kaepernick's pass.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Call it a gain of 13 yards on the play. And it'll give them a fresh set of downs. And the 49ers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as good running gets them down to about the 4-yard line. So the victory here for San Francisco, and they were really helped by their defense forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the 49ers, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they will head home next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for Seattle, they also will exit this one at 2-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.